Howdy, how's it going? Welcome back, and howdy if you're new. So, today we have some goodies sent over from our friends at JSAUX. This, what you're seeing right here, is the mod case for the ROG Ally. It's something I did request. JSAUX was kind enough to send it over for review, accompanied by a screen protector and these new and revised silicone grips. I was extremely impressed with these, but I had a few caveats with them on the first go around. So if you had experience with these in the past, stay tuned and find out what I think about them now. So what we're going to show first is the ROG mod case. And what the mod case is, in case you're wondering, it does not modify your device. So a lot of people ask me that. They're like, I'm not really into modding. I really love your stuff, but I don't want to mod my device and void my warranty. Well, this is the mod for you. If you have done mods and you don't want to break your Ally, this will help keep you protected. Now, a lot of you know the state of my Ally in my previous videos, how crazy this thing is. All right, so here we go. Mod case. All this is a shell with a front protector. It basically gives you the best of both worlds. It gives you the grip texture you like, gives you the kickstand, and then it gives you some protection on the front for your joysticks. I'd always have to put something over my joysticks to make sure that they weren't going to get damaged. And a lot of people can actually get stick drift because if your joystick is being pressed in your bag, it'll actually kind of like stretch that spring out a little bit, and it'll make it kind of sag in the middle and it'll feel kind of wobbly. I believe that's how it works. You could correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but that's just my experience. I have the tempered glass screen protector on. It is the matte version, which is going to be better for fingerprint resistance. It is a 9H hardness with scratch resistance, and that's basically when you watch like Jerry Rig Everything, he does the scratch test. That's basically the type of hardness that this uses, and that's one of the highest, if not the highest. It's very, very scratch resistant. I actually tried to scratch this with my fingernails and it will not scratch. It applied really well. Comes with a nice applicator, cleaning cloth, everything you need to get started. The number one and number two tip I have for you is make sure that you clean it and get every little dust speck off. I actually have one dust speck under there and it's driving me nuts. Even though you can't see it, I know it's there. I've used it. I like it. It's pretty good. I'm not used to the matte finish yet. I've always been a glossy screen kind of person. So your mileage may vary. If you are a matte screen protector person, then this is the one for you. If you are a glossy person, then they may have some glossy ones on the way if they don't already have it now. If they do have some glossy ones, I probably will pick some of those up just to be able to go back and forth. There are two in the package, which is awesome because I'm one of those people where if it's not perfect, I want to redo it, and you got two chances in here. All right, the mod case goes on pretty easy. I'm not really inclined to take it off because it is a little difficult to get on and off. So what I'm going to show you is a pro tip on how I got it on. You basically slide this bottom corner in here and you can fit this over pretty decent. If you have trouble, you can slide this Velcro under here and use it to lift up like so and kind of work it around. I'm sure somebody's gonna get in the comments and say, "You dummy, you're supposed to do this."
You big dummy.
Well, I tried everything I could, and getting this corner on was just dang near impossible for me. You could warm this up in the sun and it might help your chances of getting it on, but it's just a little tough. The part that matters to me is how it feels over here and how it feels over here. I like my buttons and my fingers to be wide open, and basically I like to have full range of motion and slide my hands around and do what I need to do because I'm constantly pressing all of these buttons when I'm doing stuff in Modern Warfare. I also like to be able to press the triggers down unobstructed. Everything does what I want it to do. I have the flat back pedals on here that I 3D printed. Those are great. However, the stock back pedals work perfect with this. It does have a kickstand, which is magnetic, so when you get it close down, it clicks back. If you're standing it up, the tilt angle is pretty inclined. So if you're playing somewhere where there's glare and stuff like that, just kind of keep that in mind. Your angle can be normally about like that with some of the other stands I've tried, but this one kind of tilts it back a good bit. So that may be beneficial for you. Now, as far as cooling goes, now any type of accessory that you're going to put on your device, whether it be a skin, even the skins can cover up those vents a little bit, kind of shift it over to the left or the right. Any type of case, even a phone case. If you put a phone case on an iPhone 15 Pro Max or Pro or 14 or Galaxy, and you run some synthetic benchmark test, you'll see a difference between on versus off. It's just how it is. So you might notice a few degrees warmer with these. It just depends on your scenario and what you're doing. But I wasn't hitting like thermal throttling temps or anything like that. It's got this little feature right here where I can put, it's this way, you can put that in there and click it down, and I can put a battery pack inside and I can strap it down closed, and then when you're done, you can just click it back out. You've got a free backplate again. If you're looking for a battery pack recommendation for this, I don't have any at the moment, although I am looking at a few options. I'm trying to see if we can get one sent over for review. But as always, anything that's sent to us for review does not impact our review. We will be honest and show you the caveats and things, just as I'm doing here. I really trust JSAUX products. I've been using them for years and years and years, and I have never had a single issue with any of my JSAUX stuff. We've done JSAUX videos in the past, and we have a good relationship with them, and I appreciate what they offer, and I appreciate what they do, and they have amazing service. With that, we're going to talk now about the grips. Now, the first grips, when they came out, immediately I liked the way they felt. They felt really good in the hand. That was the biggest thing for me, is how do they feel? How well do they go on? They go on very easy. They don't block your cooling vents. They even made some provisions for them, and they look wider than the last ones. The biggest important feature for me that did not check the box on the last one, and I did mention it, is you did not have full range of motion on your joysticks, and it felt a little cluttered over here. So they fixed that. They widened this hole, this hole, this hole, and they did a little here on the provisions. So now when you do a full range of motion, you will not get a stop anywhere by that rubber. You won't have like a little hard limiter, so you'll have the full circle. That was the problem. It was hitting the little rubber wall, and it was just annoying for some people. For some, it was fine. They didn't even notice it. But these, I have zero complaints about. A+, and they listened to my critique. I'm having a hard choice, man. Do I use the mod case, or do I put the grips back on? See, here's the thing. If I put the grips back on, then I could put my back plate back on with my Noctua fan. And you guys know this is a staple in my, my thing here. So if I put my Noctua fan back on, I'm happy. But if I have my grips, I'm happy too. So maybe the best of both worlds with these. I don't know, because I like the kickstand. And I really like the way this feels. I actually kind of dig that these are firmer, to be honest. This has a more OEM feel. This feels more OEM and like something that Asus would have just included with the device. This is the way I think the Ally should have felt from the get-go. This type of texturing, this is the handheld Asus definitely should have given us. This is not me like, blowing smoke up anybody's bum. This is for real. This is my personal opinion. I do think this is something that Asus should have given us. And the fact that they didn't, I'm a little bummed about, but I'm also happy that at least somebody did it and they didn't do a bad job at it. They actually did it right. The one thing I would critique, I would widen these vents up a good bit, or I would make this entire panel mesh or something. I do think that a little bit of thermal improvement could be had here, just for the simple fact that I did notice a few degrees difference, but it's not anything to be alarmed about. I just am a temperature chaser, and I'm always like benchmarking and overclocking on everything I own. So like every little bit of performance on Cinebench and every FPS more I get in Modern Warfare, you know, that's always definitely a welcome touch. So that's not anything to discourage anyone from buying this, but if you're one of us and you're a tinkerer and stuff, I'm sure you'll find a way to even make this better. I actually do have some mod ideas for the mod case, so we will be modding the mod case with our mods. So if you want to watch that, stay tuned, because honestly what we will do to this is going to make you want to go buy one. I can tell you that. If I didn't have one of these sent to me, I was going to buy one anyways. I honestly love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. And like I said, anything on this channel that's sent over for review, we will be honest, we'll show you the caveats and everything that you need to know, because honestly, this is awesome. So we saw the mod case, we saw the grippies, and we saw the screen protector. We've seen it all, man. This is nice. Thanks, JSAUX. Also, the grip kit comes with port covers and button covers and quite a bit of other stuff, so it's worth the money. I'm not just saying that. Like I said, it's a good value. They present the value in the market right now when it comes to these silicone cases. You can buy the silicone cases from other places, but I don't think the fit and finish quality is as good, and you dang sure don't get all this extra stuff with it. When it comes to screen protectors, I had a cheap one on there that I bought off of Amazon, and it did the job, but it did not cover top and bottom, and it was just centered in the middle. And that was kind of aggravating. It covered the whole screen, but it didn't cover all the bezels. This one covers the bezels perfect, and it comes with an installation tool. So when you're putting the screen protector on, bam, you got a screen protector installer kit thingy. This was awesome. It made the job so much easier having this. These guys think of everything. They really do. They think of everything, and then they try to throw you in stuff that you weren't even expecting. They're just like, you know what? Let's just toss something extra in, get them even more excited. Just bam, freebie. So that snaps on over there, just like so, without the case on, of course. You clean your screen, you drop it on, and just tap it in the center, let it fully cook, and then once it's fully cooked, you run around your edges, and then you can remove this. For real this time, we are heading out. I hope to see you in the comments below. Drop in the Discord, check out the links, check out JSAUX. Stay tuned for the next mod video. We got a lot to cover on the next one. It's going to be very deep. It's going to be very wild. So I hope all of y'all have a good afternoon, good evening, good night.